Hey, Chris DeSantis here, and I am recording another reaction video. Today I'm reacting to Can I Go 102.19 in the 100 breast? Question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point, Chasing Trials, episode 1 by Kyle Sockwell. But before we get into Kyle, of course, if you like videos like this, please like and subscribe to this one. A lot more people have been doing that recently. I'm very happy to see the growth on this page, and I really appreciate you guys for being willing to do that. If you want more positive psychology-based content, you can either go to my Facebook page, just search Chris DeSantis Coaching. You'll see my big mug, and you can click on that. On Instagram, which seems to be the place that a lot of people prefer, at least a lot of people I know prefer to Facebook right now. It's Chris D_coach. And so we're going to get right into this video by Kyle Sockwell, and I'm going to share my screen. We're going to listen to a little bit of the front end of it, and I'm going to comment on it as we go, and we'll sort of see how we'll see what I think, and just play off some of the stuff that Kyle is saying. For those of you who need a little background on Kyle Sockwell, he is probably he's probably the most popular non-athlete, sort of non-coach swimming Twitter person. I don't know. I guess I haven't compared directly where Brett Hawk is sitting, but I think actually specifically on Twitter, Kyle is more popular, just off the top of my head. And he's also on YouTube, relatively smaller following, but he's grown a lot since starting it, and I'm one of those new followers, and so I want to comment on the video a little bit, give him a little boost, because I do think it's interesting, the content that he's putting out there, and I think people that listen to me are going to find some of this stuff interesting as well. So I'm going to get into sharing my screen, and we'll see if we can just share the tab, and hopefully the audio will work on that. And start here from the beginning.
Well, first of all, thank you for clicking on this video and deciding that you want to look at my face on a screen and listen to my voice for some reason. I don't know why you would want to. I also don't know why anyone would follow me on Twitter. So thanks for coming over here. It's 102.19.
Sorry, I just want to interrupt here. This is my second attempt at recording this. I'm having a little trouble with my software. So I was listening to that piece again, and I just sort of want to comment, and this is directly for Kyle, but also for anybody that's listening. I think, so many of us feel pressure to be self-deprecating. It seems like pro-social behavior. It seems like something you should do to endear yourself to other people, that to sort of be modest. I couldn't agree less. I think, Kyle, I hope that you actually know why it is people listen to you. I've certainly been guilty of this as well. When I'm recording my podcast, I say, like, all 7 listeners, but in fact, I had a podcast that was downloaded 4,000 times last month. So there's quite a few more than 7 people listening to it. And Kyle has an even bigger following, especially on Twitter. And the reason for that is, if you don't know Kyle, is you are bringing a voice to a lot of swimming topics that I think rings authentic to a lot of people, and that they're not getting elsewhere. We're in many cases, swimming media wise, we're just starved for different perspectives on things. And I think Kyle brings a really fresh perspective, and he brings a lot of value to conversations. He brings attention to a lot of stuff. He's sort of a one-man stop for a lot of news. And so that is the primary reason that a lot of people are for sure ending up listening to Kyle. And so he has a lot of value in that respect. And I think that a lot of people have a lot to gain by listening to him.
Nowhere near it. I'm terrified, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to try. I'm going to go for it. We're going to see what happens. Pending injury, I'm going all in. Probably shouldn't have put that out in the world, but whatever. But before I get into anything else and what's going to come with this Chasing Trials is what I'm calling it, series, go down in the comments and leave a comment, funny or serious, about what you think I'm going to go in the 100 breast before the cutoff of, I think it's May 24th, 2024. So pause the video, go down there, leave a comment, and then you'll be able to come back and see, when this series finishes up, how close you got. Or, if I go like 107.6, you can laugh at yourself saying like 58.5, which we're not worried about that right now. But yeah.
So I did follow Kyle's instructions. I left a comment, and if you want to know what I think he's going to go, you can go over there and look for yourself. I'm not going to spoil it on here. I think everybody should watch this video. So I think Kyle covered a number of topics there, and I just sort of want to talk more generally about what he's trying to do. I mean, I relate to a lot to what he's trying to accomplish here, because I'm somebody who went a lifetime best in the 100 breaststroke and long course when I was 25 years old. I think Kyle's about 26 years old. I'm just going off the USA swimming times database for that. And there's a little bit of discrepancy. He shares in here in the description that his lifetime best is 106.2, I believe. I found 107.1. I know the USA swimming times database is not infallible, so I'd be really interested just to get a clear picture of where that 106.1 was. Maybe he did it overseas. I don't know. Was he swimming in a meet overseas? I guess I forgot to check swim rankings for some of that stuff. But regardless, it is a massive leap that he's trying to make. I think it's exceedingly possible that he could go a lifetime best at age 26. Could he go a lifetime best by 4 seconds? That's going to be extremely challenging. But, I think he's also been on a journey here that a lot of us end up on when our college swimming career ends. And then that is that we realize that we've gained a lot of knowledge over the years, that we've learned a lot, that we have a lot more to apply to what we're doing. And when we reflect back on our swimming career, we think like, wow, there was a missed opportunity there. That even though I had all this time to train, my life was simpler. This, that, and the other thing, I didn't actually know what I was doing. And now, probably, especially since he's gotten exposed to a much wider world of swimming, he probably keeps learning things where he goes, oh man, I wish I'd known that when I was swimming. And, that's prompting him to go on this journey. And I think if he does this right, we're all going to be better off for having followed it, because, I think that there's a lot of promise for him taking it seriously, and because it's him, because it's theoretically the most important person in his life that is going about these pieces. I'll play a little bit more of Kyle's video here.
Yeah. So Chasing Trials, I'm doing podcasts. I'm doing nutrition stuff. I'm doing training videos, race videos, meet day stuff, travel vlogs. I mean, everything. And I'm going to get real analytical, real behind the scenes. And I'm just going to try and bring a lot of really interesting, exciting, engaging content to swimming, all surrounding one goal of former mediocre swimmer who is now kind of out of shape, trying to get back into shape.
Sorry, I want to interrupt the part where he says mediocre swimmer again. If Kyle is a mediocre swimmer, then I would estimate at least 99 out of 1,000 people that compete in the sport of swimming are therefore bad, because probably 99 out of 1,000 people who compete in the sport of swimming did not get to the same level of achievement as Kyle Sockwell. He was a Division I swimmer, a good swimmer on a power conference swimming team. He was not, just like a walk-on. He was in the lineup. He was competing. And so I understand the impulse to be self-deprecating, but I would urge anybody, like, think about this message. And Kyle, if you're listening, I think you're a lot better than you're letting on. And I think you do your audience a service by just admitting that you're quite good. And people who make Olympic trials are absolutely exceptional in the sport of swimming. They are better than 1 in 1,000. If you just look at how many competitive swimmers we have in, um, yeah, I mean, I just think, you gotta be able to give yourself a bit of credit here, because it's actually good for other people, than being self-deprecating.
Chasing one really specific goal in swimming, which is 102.19 in the 100 breaststroke. I have no idea how I'm going to get there. I've got some ideas written out. I've been training a lot more. I'm definitely nowhere near where I need to be. I've got a lot of work to do, and hopefully you guys will comment on some of these videos and give me feedback or tweet me. I don't know. And I mean, the goal is to go out and train with a lot of really good coaches and former swimmers and get feedback from big names in the sport who know a lot about it, who can help me get better at swimming.
And I think Kyle's zoned in on a piece of content that people really, really would love to see. I mean, I was somewhat involved, certainly not primarily involved in the um, original edition of Flow Swimming, and the content that he's talking about is very similar to the content that was provided there. And I still find people who are active on the internet in the sort of mid 2000s who say to this day that they really miss that content. And I think he has an opportunity to provide content like that. And so I'm really excited to see where this is going. Shout out to Kyle. Again, you can Kyle Sockwell on Twitter. You can find a link to the video that I'm playing here on YouTube. And I think if you're interested in stuff like that, it'd be great to follow this. Again, if you like this video, like and subscribe. Chris D_coach on Instagram, Chris DeSantis Coaching on Facebook. Thank you, everybody, for listening, and I'll see you again later this week. We'll be back with a podcast. Eric and Joel, maybe Joel, we'll see, are coming on, and we'll do our usual discussion of some topics. So can't wait, and see you again soon.